Hey, welcome back. Arc Raiders announced a crazy cool feature. Everyone who's a fan of extraction shooters knows that there's such a thing as called a wipe. Essentially, that's where everything just resets, the economy resets, everyone starts at zero. And in this case, Arc Raiders, oh, I love what they did. They're a genius developer studio, I swear. They've come up with a concept of voluntary wipes. And they've made a big announcement. They made a blog about it. We're going to read it right now together. Right now, let's go. Okay. Now, here's the deal. Don't make fun of me, okay? I got the glove. I got the carpal tunnel, guys, you know, and the gaming, you know, and it happens to you. It just, you know, it's okay. All right. And if you actually have carpal tunnel tips and stuff, seriously, let me know, because this sucks, you know? Doing my best, though. Anyway, moving on. Expedition Project, that's what they're calling it. We're going to read it together. I'm not necessarily a news channel for gaming content. I mostly provide gameplay. I mostly provide gameplay content, but I can't not cover this. They're calling the voluntary wipe the Expedition Project. This is actually one of my favorite new things to hear about. Let's read it. Hello all, I am Virgil, the design director for Arc Raiders. I'd like to spend a bit of time talking about a topic that is important to many players familiar with games like Arc Raiders. We forgot the Raiders. Whatever. This being the subject of progression wipes, or as we refer to it, the Expedition Project. Previously, the question of how we will handle resets or wipes has come up. Until now, the answer has been that currently we do not intend to do mandatory wipes. These words were chosen carefully as we don't intend to have mandatory wipes. However, as some have guessed, we do have a voluntary reset mechanic. Just to make it clear, we absolutely see the benefits of a global wipe. Benefits a global wipe provides, yada yada. Mandatory wipe is not something they want. Basically, you know, I may paraphrase some of this. They want the person who doesn't game every day to still be able to progress in a sort of, I guess, project. So that way they feel like they're still progressing and going and doing things. So check this out, okay? We've got ourselves the Expedition Project. Essentially, what this is, I'm actually going to scroll down here. It was like right here. It's a literal building of a thing. I guess. I don't even... what I'm not using great words today. You're essentially literally building a project of an actual thing. Like in this case, it's some big battery or something. And in step 1, foundation, 1 out of 6, you can see the little video here. You've got to get some resources. Then once you get the resources, you can put that on and you start to build this thing, and you go step by step. And then eventually you can sort of, for Call of Duty players, it's the word prestige comes to mind. But when you actually fulfill that project during the 8-week period they give you, you're allowed to, you know, you lose a lot of stuff. And that's this next thing here. Things are lost like levels, skills, items, inventory, workshop, crafting capabilities, etc. So in a sense, a lot of people who are familiar with COD, you prestige. And as a result, you're getting, you know, more rare items or cosmetics and things like that. They have not fully come up with all of the incentives that is going to be available for fulfilling projects. But that is coming, and they announced that down here below. But essentially, what the whole point of this is to allow you to continue to, if you're a grinder, you can do it every 8 weeks. You got a new project to go on. If you wish you could be a grinder, but you work, you got kids, you got a family, like me. I got a full-time job, I got a family, but we're here, right? And sometimes you may not be able to fulfill everything in the project within the 8-week period. You can continue doing that. You don't have to end and fulfill your project right then. You can continue it on until the next fulfillment period after another 8 weeks. So you can continue to do it at your own pace. So that's super cool. There's permanent account unlocks for each completed expedition, unique cosmetic rewards, account buffs that are applied for the duration of the following expedition cycle, and sequential completions of the expedition project increase the magnitude of these buffs up to a limit. The whole point is they don't want you to become super, like, they don't want you to become OP just because you have all this stuff. It allows you to lose all your skills and a lot of these items so that way you can start fresh, have a fresh outlook on the whole. Like, for this season, I'm gonna do this and this and this, and totally different from the last expedition project. You can change up the way you play. I don't know, there's so many things because of the skill tree. You can change up, you know, maybe you want a movement player like style, but then in this sense you want something else, fast looting or better loot or something like that within the skill tree. I forget how the skill tree, how articulate, like, it's crazy all the stuff you can do. But in this sense, this is the most important part. I'm rambling, but well, all this is subject to change between now and launch and post-launch. That is the shape of it right now. We hope that by making the reset mechanic voluntary and properly incentivized, we can observe two results. One, players who are highly engaged can experience the game fresh on a regular cadence while accruing some benefits. Two, players who have less time to dedicate to the game don't have their progress reset outside of their control. They are always able to keep moving forward and at their own pace if they so choose. I love that. No, and it's not going to be a silver bullet. You can't always keep everyone happy. You're never going to have a 100% happy rate from every consumer. You just won't. And that's because everyone's different. But a mandatory global reset, I think something like Tarkov, I guess that could be it could be unhealthy for those who only get to play 2 to 3 times a week. That would suck. You'll never really be able to do much at that point. But in this case, a voluntary reset, I love that they came up with this. This makes me really happy. I love the stuff that Embark is doing for Arc Raiders. It's seriously my favorite thing to see them continuously adding amazing game mechanics like this, even so close to release. It's Arctober, guys. We're almost there. Now, at the end of this video, I'm leaving you with some gameplay because this is technically our next episode in our Rediscovering Arc Raider series. So in this episode, I have 2 of my worst raids. Okay, I'm leaving you with 2 of my worst raids so that way you can make fun of me and laugh. Okay, all right, enjoy. Much love, like and sub, and we got more Arc Raiders content on the way, so don't go anywhere. Yes to all the things in October. All right, much love, guys. See ya. Someone got killed over here. Look. What the frick is going on? I don't understand what's going on. Hopefully nobody's here. Nobody's been here, yeah. They took all the loot. Left all the doors open. Hmm. What's my loot? Hydroponic dome complex. Here. Upload the data to the computer. Okay. Let's go do that quest. I'm so nervous. Got him. No! Dang it! I died. That sucks. I'm still on the same quest. In any field depot? Okay, I gotta go to a field depot here. There's a field depot 48 meters in front of me. Right there. Oh, here we go. All right, I did my quest. See that? Trying to find some loot. All the noises. Ooh. It was like right here. Whoa. That guy did not see me.